Hi guys, it's Alex. Welcome back to that weird side YouTube. Oh my god, that's my old intro. Oh my god. Hey guys, it's Alex. What's up? Today I was watching this YouTuber. His name is Dylan Is in Trouble. He does like really funny commentary on movies and stuff like that, and I was watching his commentary on The Fault in Our Stars. When he was watching the movie, he predicted that Hazel was gonna be pregnant with Gus's kids once he died, because Gus was obsessed with leaving his mark on the world even though he knew he was gonna die. But that got me thinking. I remember writing a fanfiction called The Fault in Our Family that was literally about what he was talking about in his video. So I downloaded Wattpad, figured out my login and stuff like that, and I figured I would read it for you guys, see how cringy 13-year-old Alex was. Surprisingly, this has 273 reads. So 273 people have read my crappy writing from when I was 13. Keep in mind that this was published 5 years ago. So that's a thing. Chapter 1, Life Kinda Sucks. My name is Anna Grace Waters, and right now I'm in the hospital. People have been asking me if I'm okay. Oh my god. Because of the whole okay thing, literally, I wanna die. And I put on a brave face and with the world's fakest smile, utter the quietest word, yes. Obviously, I'm not okay. I haven't been okay my whole life. My mom's dead, my dad, dead, grandparents, guess what? They're all dead too.
Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha. Oh my fucking god, she fucking dead.
I have nothing left but my brother, and he's in a hospital room covered in bruises. He was coughing up blood the last time I saw him. If he dies, I might as well just go grab a rope and kill myself right now. I've done it before. Oh my god, that was literally so dark. 13-year-old me was not in the right mind space when I was writing this. Obviously I was going through some issues or something like that. I'm not afraid of death. I've looked at him dead in the eye before. Ha, get it? Dead? I mean, I've lost everyone I've ever cared about, dead and alive, so I would have nothing. I can't read, I'm illiterate. If Peter survives, I would definitely not kill myself. Wow, great. That's great to know. I have to live for him. He's my brother. He's not like me. He's weak. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I was trying to mimic this sound effect, but I didn't really do a good job, so. Oh my god, literally, what's her name? Freaking Anna Grace Waters went there. I don't remember writing any of this. I'm sorry, but it's the honest truth, and I don't blame him either. After all the shit he's been through, believe me, I wish I could break down and create a river of tears that'll ruin my mascara, but I can't. One of us has to be strong, and I guess that one of us is me. Yeah, I haven't even gotten started. Welcome to my adventure. Life kinda sucks. I think I was depressed or something when I was 13. This is messed up. It's kinda messed up. Chapter 2, the backstory. My mother's name was Hazel Grace Lancaster and my father's name was Augustus Waters. I'll give you the short story. They met at a cancer survivors support group. My mother had terminal thyroid cancer that spread to her lungs and she lugged around an oxygen tank wherever she went. My father, on the other hand, was a survivor of osteosarcoma. He kinda lost his leg in the process. He kinda lost his leg. Anyway, they fell in love. They first started bonding over a book called An Imperial Affliction by Peter Van Houten, and his main character was a girl named Anna. Get where me and my brother's names came from? Oh, okay. Bringing it back to the source content. I see you, 13-year-old self. Back to my parents' backstory. My father had a relapse of his osteosarcoma and he died. Before the incident, he got in and hooked up with my mom. Oh, wait, let me reread that. But before that incident, he got it in and hooked up with my mom. A couple weeks later, my mom missed her period and she found out she had not just one, but 2 muffins in the oven. Me and Peter. Oh my god, Jesus, what was I watching that made me think like this when I was 13? The thing that sucks is that my mom knew if she didn't abort us, she would die of lack of oxygen during childbirth. Jesus Christ. If she just aborted us, she would still be alive, and maybe things would have ended up different for her. Because both of our parents were dead, social services handed Peter and I to our grandparents. my mother's parents. We had a good 4 years with them. One day, Peter and I were playing Keep the Ball Away. Wait, what? I actually can't read. Oh my god. It's not that like the sentence doesn't make sense because I was 13 when I wrote it, it's just like I'm literally illiterate. One day, Peter and I were playing keep away with a ball when all of a sudden a man with a black mask came in with a gun in a bag and shot both of our grandparents. Peter and I were smart enough, well, I was smart enough to come up with the idea of us going into the attic until this guy left. Oh my god. Okay, props to me for being creative, but this is insane. Like, this is some twisted stuff. This was going through my head when I was 13, guys. Peter was just crying his eyes out. I mean, I don't blame him. I'd be crying my eyes out too if I just watched my grandparents die. His face resembled one of a strawberry. He was crying so much. I comforted him and I said all the crap that people say when things get scary. It'll be okay, Peter. I won't let him hurt you. Everything will be fine. I was saying all this, but I wasn't sure if it was gonna be okay. To be honest, I didn't even really know what okay was because I've never truly experienced it. Later, when we were sure the man left, we went to our neighbors and asked them to call 911. When the police came, our social workers came and handed us off to Mr. and Mrs. Waters, my dad's parents. Why wouldn't you just call them Grandma and Grandpa? These people taught me to be selfless. They did everything not only for each other, but anyone who needed help. The sucky part of this is that it eventually led them to their mortality. My grandma died trying to save the lives of 24 people on a bus she was riding. The driver had a serious heart condition and he had a heart attack while driving. He swerved the bus into the middle of the lanes. She immediately sprang into action. She forcefully grabbed the wheel and heaved the whole bus onto the right lane. She drove to a hospital as quickly as possible to help the man. My grandmother saved 25 lives that day, only losing one, her own. She was too old. Too old to be achieving that much physical activity. Her heart was also a time bomb. Having had one heart attack already, she could have lived if someone else had done something, but the people on the bus were pussies. She shouldn't have died. It's not fair. But then again, is anything really fair? My grandfather was a hero. It's so tragic how he died. He was randomly walking down the streets of Indiana and witnessed a gang creeping on poor girls in her early teens. His actions were quick and he dashed over and scooped the girls up onto his shoulders. He had the gang on his heels and he quickly dropped her behind an alley and told her to run and don't stop. Okay, Batman. Literally, I took the story from Batman. My grandfather stopped just for a moment to catch his breath. And bang! He landed on his knees, shot in the back of his head. This all happened while we were asleep. The police picked up his body and social workers called our house. The babysitter picked up the phone. She woke us up and said a nice lady was coming to pick us up. To be honest, she wasn't the nicest. We spent the night with this lady and the next day we were in some other lady's house and another and another and another. Foster home to foster home.
I'm actually so gross.
All we ever wanted was to stay together, and for 2 years, we were separated. The only way we communicated was by stealing phones from our foster families. We got caught so many times and got moved around a lot. At one point, he was in West Virginia and I was in Indiana. Later, we got in contact again. I found out where he was. He was close, probably about 2 hours away. There was no chance I was gonna let him leave me again. I was in a new foster home, barely there a week. They have a boy, 15, Jordan, and 2 girls, 14 and 16, named Allison and Son. I convinced Son to give me a ride and see Peter. We drove for 2 hours, but it seemed like 10. We got to the house he was staying at. I knocked on the door. It was open. I heard loud, deafening coughs coming from the bathroom. I went in and saw Peter. He was purple, crying, and he was lying in his own blood. I hugged him as tight as I can, and I repeated the same words I said in the house when that man killed our grandparents and robbed us. It'll be okay, Peter. I won't let him hurt you. Everything will be fine. I looked around the corner and see a fat, drunken man with a broken beer bottle in his hand. Asshole. I whispered to myself. Son dialed 911 and the police called my foster parents. We got escorted to the hospital and this leaves me where I am today, sitting on a cold waiting room chair, reading outdated Tiger Beat magazines, waiting to see my brother. Okay. That was chapter 1 and 2 of The Fault in Our Family, written by moi. I don't know. I actually thought it was pretty good. It had a lot of tie-ins with the book. Maybe it's just, I don't know, my bad judgment or whatever.
It was definitely my bad judgment because watching this back, I realized that was absolute garbage.
Let me know if you guys want me to read the 2 other parts, because I only read the first 2. And there's 4. I also have another fanfiction on this Wattpad. It's called The Fault in Our Stars, Things Won't Always Be Okay. And it has 57 reads. So if you guys wanna, I don't know, hear that story too, let me know. I feel like this is really cringy. I mean, But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. It's getting pretty long. If you made it to the end, make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!